How good is that? What a cracker! What have we got here?
There he is.
He went hard ass too. Look at that big knob on his head. Ladies and gentlemen, what a morning.
I've just had one of the most insane soft plastic sessions of all time. I've got a bag full of fish, I'm headed for home, and it's only 9:30 in the morning. Check this out.
Have we got there?
My plan for this trip was to head to some local reefs and chuck a few soft plastics around for snapper. A technique I hadn't done out here for ages, but brought back into my life after a recent trip down south. I wanted to give myself every chance fishing 2 rods, one dead sticked in the holder and one in the hand. With a bit of luck, a red or two would be keen to play the game. Oh, and before anyone asks, yes, this was filmed before the 15th of July. Let's go fishing.
There he is.
There he is, first cast. Up you come, fella. Up you come. Oh, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. What do we got? There he is. That's the one we're chasing. All that snapper fishing down south got me itching to do a bit up here. Ha ha ha! How good is that? What a cracker! That was first cast too. Wow! Dawn bite. Fish on. Oh, I missed him. Got him that time. Oh, it's in 2 casts. 2 and 2 casts. Oh, this is a big fish. This is a big fish. Come here. Oh yeah. Talk about a cracking start to the day. This is the floater rod. What have we got here? What have we got here? Well, we've got something a bit more serious on here at the moment, guys. I don't think this is a snapper. It's kind of... I don't know what it's doing. It's kind of like tuna-ish. It's big. It's coming up the surface. It's not a cobia or something, is it? Oh, I haven't even been able to give my snapper the respect it deserves. Right. There we go, a bit of light in the situation. He came right up the top there. He's kind of doing tuna shakes, but I don't know. It's got me baffled. I want to see it. That's all I know. Unless it's a trevally or something. I have to think if it was a tuna, I would have kind of made some bit more progress on him by now. What the? It's a longtail. It's a longtail tuna. What a double hookup that's been. Well, that's not the double I was expecting. Wow. That's one way to start the morning. I did say it felt tuna-ish. Holy dooly. That is insane. What a drift that was. Let's start with the snapper first. He's been waiting the most patiently. Oh, hook's out on that snapper too. That is a beautiful snapper. Dawn, big fat one, in before the closures. Looks like the Hitzkes are having snapper for the weekend barbecue. How good is that? What a beautiful looking fish too. Great colours. He's a real deep dark red one. That's just awesome. Really cool fish. And then this guy who is bleeding profusely. Just making sure I have to clean the boat he is. I do apologise for the blood, but talk about a bit of snapper bycatch on the floater rod. This guy just scoffed it. I was just there about to deal with that snapper, he went off and then made my life very difficult for the next little bit. Oh, that's an epic start of the morning, guys. Unreal. How good is chucking soft plastics. Couple formalities. Give that snapper a brain spike. And of course a bleed. It's going to be some really good eating, that guy. And then I'd love to say I was going to bleed this tuna, but I feel like he's done it for me. Still give him the brain spike.
With the fish finishing bleeding down the back corner, there's still some work to be done. All the stuff you don't want to be doing while it's prime bite time, like cleaning the blood off the decks, checking hook points, leaders, and re-rigging plastics. But at the same time, the fact that you have cause to do it in the first place just solidifies that the early start wasn't such a bad idea.
Okay. Let's do that again. Bit of scent. Let's have ourselves another go. You'll see I've got one rod behind me there in the holder. Rodney, we're going 1 for 1 at the moment. Job well done, Rod. This plastic style fishing, if there's only one of you there casting, you may as well try and fish 2 rods if you can. It's yeah, second bait in the water. There we go again. Oh, on the drop, 7-inch McCarthy's again. Oh. He's a good fish too. Is this another tuna? Oh my goodness, I'm getting stretched. Gone. Wow. What was that? Come on, bit of leader, bit of leader. Well, cast number 2, momentous hookup and bust off. No idea what that was, but it wasn't happy about being hooked. Re-rig number 2 for the morning. All right, let's try again. Getting a fair old workout this morning. Righto. Time to get these guys in the cold stuff. Yeah, the blue bags are back. My favourite Dabo ice. Mr. Snappy. Go under there as well. Good.
With everything taken care of, I quickly turned my focus to finding that next fish. With such a good start to the trip already in the bag, now's not the time for high fives and back pats. I've got to get those plastics back in the zone, capitalise on a hot bite, and try and turn a good start into a great one.
Got him. Oh. What have we got here? I think it's another tuna. Why is there so many tuna around today? Don't get me wrong, it's good fun. Hard to get the snapper though. Like that was on the drop. Come on, mate. Macus tuna. Right. We don't need to see any more of him than we have to. See you, champion. Let's try that again. The floater. Can't the floater. What have we got here? Come on, Mr. Snappy. What do we got? I think it is. And a nice one too. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Yes! Rodney! Rodney the rod holder. He's done it again. He has absolutely done it. Have a go at that for an old man snapper. Huh? What a fish! He went hard as too. Look at that big knob on his head. You beauty. What a cracking fish. Absolutely scoffed the plastic. Plastic's gone. And that is a absolute horse. I'm stoked with that. Maybe you don't have to go all the way to New South Wales to catch a few snapper. Sorry, Hayden. That's a great fish. I'll tell you what, he can probably even go back. We'll grab that hook out. Actually, we'll get a quick measure on him. Tail touching, 79. Beautiful fish.
After a brief swim to get his breath back and a push in the right direction, the big fella cruised back down to the reef, probably more than slightly confused about what had just happened.
Away he goes. Tell me you've been snapper fishing without telling me you've been snapper fishing. Have a go at that jig head. It's, don't know how well you can see it, probably doesn't help. It's doing the big right angles. Big snapper, powerful jaws. Oh, a little fella. Oh, maybe not so little. Oh. Holy demon. What is this? This is a snapper, it's a beast. Come on. It's a big fish. Come on. Come on, mate. Everything holds it. What is this? That'll do. That'll do. Let's have a look at ya. Come on, mate, please. Got colour. What is it? It's a mackerel. It's a mackerel. Come on. Yes! What? Oh my goodness me, we are having a day. Oh, the hook just pulled out. Wow. Wow, guys. Bear with me. Just got to sort this out, because if this goes off, we're going to be in all sorts of trouble. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a horrible gaff shot, but plastic with no leader, no nothing, not a chance. Not a chance. I will take first available, thank you, every day of the week. Now, before I hold this fish up, there's my McCarthy's plastic. He's a little worse for wear. There's a few cuts there. Jig head's a little straightened, but that doesn't matter because we got the fish in the boat. Oh yes. What are the chances? I've been bitten off by these guys flicking plastics so many times. It's nice to get one. Ladies and gentlemen, soft plastic Spanish. Not the way we usually target them, but hey, you cop those wins sometimes, lose enough to sharks and baits and all that sort of stuff. Sometimes a bit of 30-pound leader and a 6.0 jig head is all that you need. That is unreal. How good is that? I can't believe it. What a feed we've got going on at the moment. We've got 2 types of sashimi, bit of snapper for the barbecue. What a morning. Now this guy still needs to be brain spiked, so we'll do that now. Well, that guy can do his bleed there. Better rig up another plastic and have another go. Ladies and gentlemen, what a morning.
If there's one piece of advice I can give someone new to soft plastics, it's take the time to rig them dead straight and always test swim them before you cast out.
Well, we are having an absolute time. We'll make it very, very clear that it doesn't often happen like this. Sometimes you get a couple more snapper, but the variety today has been next level. Oh, there's another one on the floater. Bit smaller this one, if I feel. Might be a nice leader size. See? What did I tell you? Rodney. Rodney in conjunction with yourself. Oh yeah. That's an ingredient. Well, that's a beautiful little eater. Probably around that 45cm mark, and he won't be so lucky, unfortunately for him. He's going to come home and join our barbecue. Good eating size. If you're going to keep one, that's the size right there. Up to about 65cm. Beautiful. After that they start getting a bit big, but hey, if that's all you get, that's all you get. Keep yourself a feed because it's good chewing. We have an epic feed coming together here. And the day we're having, I'm half expecting that spin rod to go off while I'm packing the esky again. And the little fella.
With a few fish still showing on the sounder, I decided to stay on the drift and reset the rods. That's when I noticed my other plastic had also been whacked by a mackerel. Turns out that first encounter may not have been the fluke I had originally thought.
Oh dear. Oh dear. What have we got here? What have we got here? feels big. It feels big, it feels like it's going to explode. We might have another mackerel. Tell you what, little Venom's copping a punishing this morning. Come around, my friend. Sometimes plastic fishing, you come a little unprepared. Already had an epic morning. I'd like to get a look at this guy just to finish it off. It's got to be a mackerel. Or another long tail maybe. Just need one of these to be a cobia. Then we've got the whole wow. It's another mackerel. How about that? There you go. See him, guys? Spanish mackerel, and pretty well the perfect release. Got me jig head back, fish got to go home. New rules here in Queensland, you're only allowed one Spanish mackerel, and obviously I've already filled that quota, so it would have been a bit of fun trying to get that hook out. But how about that? 2 Spanish mackerel on soft plastics in the one morning. Whew. Well, I'm not sure how much more epic this morning can get. Unbelievable. 3 snapper, 1 tuna, not including mac tuna, 2 Spanish. Unreal. Another couple of panty snapper would be good. Just for a bit of fun. Well, seems you don't get lucky all the time with Mr. Mackerel. See you later. Didn't even feel it. It's happened again. Well, gone. I think that was another pelagic. I wonder if I've still got a plastic here. Feels like I don't. I don't know. Potentially in the reef there. Frayed braid. That may not have been Mr. Pelagic. That may have been a snapper or a kingfish or something like that. Whatever it wasn't hanging around. I'm getting owned this morning. Landing some awesome fish, but geez, we're hooking some big ones. Wow. Good fun though. The old double bite off. Okay, so the mackerel are here in force. Full re-rig time. I just changed plastic. I was going to put a stick bait on to see if I could get some of these mackerel to come up, and I just realised I didn't have the cameras on. This might be another nice little eater. The mackerel have been so thick, I thought, bugger it, I'll have a little play. Oh yes, yes, thank you. Oh, there's line going everywhere. Line management, the wind, can't stop it. Just thought, with those mackerel around, bugger it, I'd chuck a stick bait and see how we go. And this is the first cast with the old 6-inch McCarthy's curl tail, and it's just got nailed on the drop. You want maximum action from your lure, so you don't have to do anything. Leave it in the rod holder while you're casting, and it's just worked a treat. He can join us. He's a good little eating size as well.
With seemingly endless mackerel in the area, I just had to bust out the stick baiting gear and see how long it would take to get a hit. Turns out, halfway through the second cast was long enough.
Got him. That didn't take long. 2 casts. Whoa. That was sick. That was sick. Literally 2 casts with the stick bait. What a morning. Excellent. Only a light hooking. Probably shouldn't do any more casting for mackerel because I'll end up getting one and it'll be hooked bad or something and I'll feel bad releasing it. So I'm gonna have a couple more casts with the plastic, see if I can't wrangle one more small snapper. If not, that's all right. Early mark, back home, hit the filleting table, because I'll tell you what, we have had a session. Well team, in the process of coming down from the front of the boat to the back of the boat and stashing the stick bait rod away, the floating plastic got smoked by a Spanish. So I reckon that will do me. That's been an amazing morning. Head camera's had enough. Look, I would love to stay out here and keep catching, but I don't think it would be the right thing to do. All I'd be doing would be trying to catch a small snapper for the table, and to be honest, I'm not that hard up for fish, so I'm going to grant myself an early mark, one of the rare early marks where it all comes together and you get to go home with a full bag, a full heart, and full of enthusiasm, I suppose. But that was an insane morning. Well, ladies and gents, it is filleting time. You already know what I caught, but here's a look at it on the table. Some fine quality fillets right there. Snapper went 62 centimetres right on the nose. Have a go at the coloration on it. A lot deeper, darker reds than a lot of the ones I've seen recently. Might give that Spano a quick weigh, and then we haven't filleted a snapper in a while, so we'll rip the fillets off him. 11.4. Not bad for a plastic capture. Well, there you have it. 11.64, I should say. If you're watching with a beer, cheers. Let's get into it. Two big fillets and a set of wings for the barbecue. There's not much to not like about snapper. Yum.
What a session. Now I know this was a bit of a longer video, and thanks so much for sticking out if you did, but as you saw, there was so much to fit in. A truly memorable morning, and I really hope you enjoyed watching it. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you're all safe and well, and I'll catch you next week for another Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. Cheers.
It's happened again.